Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Alex, the Comic Hoarder. Thank you so much for clicking play on this video. Today, we're going to talk about C2E2 acetate covers and why Marvel is so correct in... Actually, we're not going to talk about that at all. We're going to talk about 5 comic books that I would recommend you guys buy because I'm buying them right now to bolster my collection. These are foundational books. Foundational books are universally recognized by every single dealer, every single comic book collector that's been in the hobby for quite a while, and they will increase the overall appearance of your collection and increase the overall value of your collection. These books are awesome. I really enjoy having them. Some of them, actually one of them, I've never owned ever before. So hopefully you guys are excited for this video. We're not talking about C2E2 here. We're actually going to show comic books and talk about comic books. How about that for a concept? Hopefully you're ready. Here we go. This video is sponsored by the Shortbox app. It's the easiest and safest way to buy and sell graded comic books online. There's a link in the description below to download the app for Apple and Android users. Download the app and start shopping today. Everybody is so worked up about C2E2, something that most of us weren't there. Most of us don't have a dog in the fight. And I'm here. I just want to talk about foundational comic books. These are the books that I'm buying. I know there's a lot of Copper Age books. It was the time of like the junk wax era for baseball cards. It's the time frame where there was a ton of comic books printed. The like record-breaking comic books are still from this time frame. But that doesn't stop me from liking them. That doesn't stop me from being really impressed by the keys. Anytime I see a big key from this time frame, or anytime I see a really relevant key from this time frame, I still get excited. So that's why I call these the foundational books. That's why I'm working on the Copper Age books, because it's when I started collecting. I really enjoy this time frame. If you have foundational books, if you started collecting in the 80s or excuse me, the 70s, and you really love Bronze Age comic books, your foundational books may be Bronze Age. And so go after those comic books. If Silver Age, everybody loves the Silver Age. I love Golden Age too. So I'm going after all sorts of foundational books. And honestly, like my kids, Ultimate Fallout 4, first appearance of Miles Morales is a foundational book. The first appearance of Spider-Gwen is a foundational book for them. That's what they love. That's universally recognized for their generation. So that is what I consider foundational books. So these are the Copper Age foundational books. At some point, I'm going to pull all my foundational books like off the wall in my office over there, and I'm going to put them into a short box, and I'm just going to show you guys like this is what happens from April when I decided I'm going to start chasing Copper Age keys, these foundational books, and I'm going to make an awesome collection out of these things, and I'm going to have a short box that is just like unstoppable. The only key that's probably not going to be in there is like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles #1. It's just impossible for me to get that book, or I'm unwilling to pay the price that that book costs, or willing to trade for that book. I've had the opportunity to do it twice, and I can't justify paying that much for a Copper Age book. Anyways, on to the first book. This is an awesome book, and I've actually never owned this book ever before. It's Watchmen #1. This is Alan Moore, just really pivotal story in DC history, really in comic books, where it just changed the way people looked at comic books, it changed the way people read comic books. This was such a great story. It's from September of 1986, so it's definitely a Copper Age book. This next one, you guys are probably going to be like, hey, that's not a Copper Age book, but this one certainly is. So this is issue #1. I've never owned this book. For raw issues, you can get this book for $20 to $25. For the complete run, you're probably looking at $150 from 1 to 12. Great run. I would definitely suggest. I've had probably every single book except for this book. I've never owned this book in my collection ever. 9.8s are $850, and then the huge drop off to 9.6s. 9.6s are worth about $150. So would you guys agree this is definitely a foundational book? Let me know in the comments down below if what you think about this book. Next book on the list is not necessarily, it's kind of cheating. It's the end of the Bronze Age, beginning of the Copper Age, but I'm going to count it in this video. It's foundational to me. Anytime I see this book, I get excited. I get pumped up. This is the Uncanny X-Men 137. It is a special double-sized issue. It's the death of Phoenix. This one's a newsstand issue. Doesn't matter because in 1980, newsstands were the majority of books sold to any consumer. And like I said, this is from 1980. This is the death of Phoenix. John Byrne, Chris Claremont at their best. 9.8s go for about $1,000, $995. 9.6s, huge drop off once again to $200. Raw, you can get this book for about $25 to $30. definitely get the entire Death of Phoenix run. It's incredible. I've got another book in that run over there, and I think it starts at 135 is the first issue of the Death of Phoenix. Either way, awesome storyline. Great John Byrne cover. Look at that cover. I mean, that just, there's urgency, there's there's a dire need to protect Jean Grey, to protect Phoenix there on Cyclops. Cyclops is awesome. He's willing to give his life for his lady. So really cool book. Awesome stuff. Uncanny X-Men number 137, The Death of Phoenix. Definitely a foundational book. Not necessarily a Copper Age book, though. Oh, and by the way, I bought all of these at Box Seat Collectibles in Champaign. Hung out with Jeremy there. Awesome place. If you're anywhere near Champaign, you may think it's a baseball card or a wax shop. It's a comic book shop, too. They've got great comic books. I bought this one for 20 maybe, and this one for 30, I believe. So, or I paid 60 for both of these. Can't remember. It was either, I think it was 30 and 30. I can't remember. It wasn't more than $60 for both of those books combined. Paid $10 each for these next ones. And this one is foundational Copper Age Key. This is Crisis on Infinite Earths, number 8, The Death of Barry Allen. Man, what an awesome book. Anyone who sees Crisis on Infinite Earths is always looking for issue number 8 and then another issue. This one is signed by George Perez. I got it for $10 at Box Seat Collectibles in Champaign, Illinois. Really great shop. Death of Barry Allen. Unbelievable issue. It's from 1985. Marv Wolfman, George Perez. Beautiful story where they kind of fix all the continuity of DC up until 1985. They just kind of merge some worlds, take out some continuity, add some continuity. It's really great. And this is the death of the second Flash, Barry Allen. So raw, $20 to $30. I got this signed issue for $10. 9.8s go for $140 to $175, and 9.6 is $80 to $100. Really great value here. Love this book. This is definitely always like a forever key to me. It's definitely a foundational book. All right, if you guys like the content, make sure that you like and subscribe, especially my cousin Kevin. You better like and subscribe this channel. I was talking to him this week. Just always want to remind him to like and subscribe. So if you guys are liking the content, make sure you like and subscribe. Comment down below what you think of the video so far. All right, this next one is a foundational book for sure. This is Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7, signed by George Perez. Now that doesn't make it a foundational book just because it's signed by George Perez. It doesn't hurt it though. That's awesome. Got it for $10 at Box Seat Collectibles in Champaign, Illinois. Really great price. Really great book. This is the Pieta cover. So Superman is holding his cousin, who has just passed, who's just sacrificed herself or kind of got blindsided in this issue, and she was just going ham. So awesome book, and Superman is very feeling guilty because he said it should have been me. Pieta covers are the famous Michelangelo sculpture of the Blessed Mother Mary of Jesus holding her son who just sacrificed himself for the sins of the world. This is an homage to that Michelangelo famous Pieta sculpture. So this is Crisis on Infinite Earths number 7, The Death of Supergirl. Beautiful cover. Anytime you see this cover, it's just like eye-catching. It's one of my favorite covers ever in all of comic books, and universally recognized by every single dealer and collector. 9/8, $130 to $160. You can get this really great book in high condition for not too much. Then 9/6s, $60 to $80, raw, $10 to $15. Don't pay too much for this book, but it's definitely one I would recommend adding to the collection. All right, and the last one, you might be thinking, oh my gosh, are you really talking about this series? This is what almost ruined comic books. To me, it started comic books. This is what started comic books for me. It is universally recognized as a key. It's a very important book. It's a very important time in comic books. This is Superman, the Man of Steel, number 18. This is a newsstand issue. There are multiple printings. I think the most sought after or expensive issue is the 5th printing. It's the DC Universe variant. It's got a V under the prices there. And so that would be probably the one that'd be the most expensive. I didn't do comps on that one. Sorry about that. But this is the first appearance of Doomsday, the only being powerful enough to have ever killed Superman. So this is really cool. Raw books, $10 to $15, even in this newsstand. Who cares? Honestly, this book is not worth a lot, but it's universally recognized as an awesome, awesome key. 9/8s, $150 to $200, and then 9/6s, $70 to $80. It's a great book. These are great keys. Hopefully you guys enjoy this series. People have been saying, where are the DC keys? These are some great DC keys for the Copper Age. Hopefully you guys agree, especially really excited to own this for the first time. And then these two Perez's signed, unbelievable price, $20 for those. I think I paid $8 for this one too. $8 for that, 20 to 30 on these two, and then 10 for the other ones. So really, really great deals at Box Seat Collectibles. If you guys hit them up ever, let them know that I sent you in there, and let Jeremy know that I said hello. Hello, Jeremy. And with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed to the channel, hit that subscription button, hit that bell to be notified when there's future videos. Also, comment down below what you thought of these foundational books and what other DC keys do you guys think are foundational books, and I'll start hunting for those as well. I'll add them to the ever-going Copper Age list that I've got going right now. And with that being said, you guys, thank you again for watching. I'll talk to you on the next one. See ya. Bye.